It's got black first off the line in it. It's got a Topps Chrome Hobby 2024 in it. It's got a Phoenix International Mega in it. It's got a Select Blaster and a Prism Blaster and an Origins 2025 International Blaster in it. Now, I can see in the picture description it shows a Phoenix Prism Mega. It's not, it's a blaster. And if you look at the description, it says there's a blaster. It's just got the wrong picture up there. So just full discretion. It's just got the wrong picture up there. But let's do this. And let's do that. And the next break is pinned at the bottom. I'm going to grab that sheet and we're going to get to ripping. On a Friday morn. I bet they are, Ben. I've got a few. I do. I've got a few. I ain't kidding. I got a couple of Mac Joneses if y'all need them out there. Take a screenshot of that if you feel the need to. If not, you can always go over to the tube and get it from there. Okay. But it's rip time. Appreciate you, everybody. Friday morning has begun. Let's see what we can get. Again, in that break pin, it's just the wrong picture. It's a Prism Blaster, not a Mega. The picture is a Mega. Description says Blaster like it should. But I'm just letting y'all know. All right, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do black last, obviously. Or no, second to last, because we'll do that pretzel just in case. Let's do Select, then we'll do Phoenix, and we'll work our way through like that. Okay? All right, good luck, everybody. And the next break is pinned at the bottom for anybody interested. There's also a mini helmet divvy in there with a couple of spots gone on it. Friday morning ripping is here. How about that? That's right. Good luck, everybody. Come on, let's get it. Empty box. Najee, Daniel Carlson, Torrey Taylor for them Bears, Chase Brown, Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys, Malik Neighbors, oh boy, he'll be back, and Jerry Jeudy. Did you really, CJ? That's awesome. That's a we take those if I ever heard it. There's a Braylon Allen for the Jets. Jaden Reed, Kareem Hunt, Jacob May for the Pats. Well now. Dallas Turner, Michael Penix on the base, and Fashanu. Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the party. Take that, Pats. Going to Rob G. Jaden Daniels on the base. We take those too. Michael Pittman Jr. Aaron Rodgers. We got a die-cut T.J. Watt for the Steelers. We'll take that. Joe Namath. Brock Purdy and Velli. Travis Kelce. Queon Mitchell. There's a Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. We take those two. Alexander Madison, not numbered. Chris Olave, Braylon Allen, and Baker Mayfield. All squads are pinned at the bottom for the next break. Description is accurate. The only thing that's wrong is there's a Prism Mega picture in there when it's supposed to be a blaster. That's everything else is right, I think. Or the select, is that a Select Mega too? No, it's a Select Blaster and a Select Meg, or a Select Blaster and a Prism Blaster. The picture's just wrong, you guys. Urlacher, Joe Montana, Drake May, Russell Douglas, Joseph Burra, come get well soon. Caleb Williams on the Select Certified, and Jamal Charles. It's Tosif Burrow, Jace. It's Tosif. Smith. Corum. Smith on the die cut. DeMarcus Lawrence for them boys. BTJ. Jaden Daniels. That's 2 base Jaden Daniels. And a Brock Purdy. All right, 1 mega down. 1 mega down. No zebras there, but that's okay. That's all right. We're not going to complain. Empty. Okereke, Jalen Hurts, Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Puka Nakua, Zay Flowers, and our base rookie is a Caleb Williams. That's not bad. We're going to take that. Yes, we are. And there should be a numbered card in all the rest of these packs. Chris, I see you out there. Appreciate you. All squads for the next break are pinned at the bottom of your screen. More importantly, the picture is inaccurate. That is not. There's not a Prism Mega or a Select Mega in it. They're blasters. The picture's just wrong. Description is accurate. Picture is incorrect. Anthony Richardson. Isaiah Pacheco, Christian Kirk, Joey Bosa, Tyreek Hill, Samuel Laporta, and a Sayshawn out of 180. Oh, okay, Mayberry, all right, bet. Jace, man, I don't know. That's probably a fair comparison, really, when it's all said and done. But Joe's still fairly young. Debo Samuel, Kirk Cousins, Ed Oliver, Will Levis, and Najee Harris. Out of 80, Marshawn Lloyd for the pack. That is 77 out of 80, and a Marshawn Lloyd out of 180 for the pack. Take that, Packers. Chris, I don't know. He's waiting. He's chilling. He's chilling in the cut. ADHD, been getting a lot of reverb on the music. That's why I haven't been using it in the morning. It seems like it's been a little bit more bothersome than worth having on. So, B. John, Jameer Gibbs, Justin Simmons, DJ Moore, Travis Etienne Jr., Matthew Stafford, and an Ed Oliver for the Bills out of 180. Well, they spent all their money elsewhere, Jace. Amon-Ra, Harrison Butker, Chris Olave, Joe Mixon, Raheem Mostert, Trey McBride, and old Willie Reichert out of 88 for the Vikings. Mr. Reichert made an appearance. I got a feeling something's chilling in this last pack. It's just a gut feeling. I could be wrong, but I may be right. D-Hop, Khalil Mack, Dre Greenlaw, Kyron Williams, Patrick Queen, and Bucky Irving. That's not numbered. And it was a Jaquan Jackson out of 180. I thought it was going to be like low numbered, like 40 or something along those lines. Mayberry, he's a true believer, okay? He's, but we'll take Bucky. All right, let's get into the Topps hobby. There is a Topps hobby in the next break too, but it's Chrome. It's not Resurgence. No RPA there. Uh-oh, no RPA there either. There it is. Come on, give us a super short print in this one. That's what I say. Empty box. Flutie, Singletary, Aikman, J.J. Watt. We got an auto already, and that looks like Dallas, doesn't it? DeMarco Murray on the Arc Flash auto for the Cowboys. Okay. It's not numbered, but we'll take it. Anthony Richardson, Luke McCaffrey, and Nate Wiggins. Hey, fathead. You never know, Bo. You never know, B-Wax. You never know. Dan Marino, Drew Brees and Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Malachi Corley, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Refractor Voltaic, Jatavian Sanders, and Terrion Arnold. You never know. You never know. B-Wax could be, possibly, maybe. Who knows? What's sad is they can't collaborate and work together, Mayberry. That's what's sad. Good morning, Donnie. What's up, Nolan? Bob Greasy, Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, John Elway on the Refractor. Will Shipley, Mason Smith, and Jalen Wright. Next break is pinned at the bottom. It does have another black first off the line in it, as well as some other things. More importantly, the picture looks like it's getting updated now, so I'll leave it alone. Dent, Suggs, Moore, Randall, Ed McCaffrey out of 249, Tom Brady on the conductors, Xavier Worthy, and Ladd McConkey. Yes, they did, Nolan. Yes, they absolutely did. It is a Cowboy on the top row. It's your boy, DeMarco Murray. Revis, Harrison, Kuechly, Walter Payton, Chris Carter. Out of 99, Drew Brees, Glimmer and Gleam for them Saints. There you go, BF. Malachi Corley and Tyrese Knight. Oh, don't act like he wasn't your boy back in the day. Yes, he was. There was a time when old Bobblehead was sitting there talking trash about DeMarco Murray, just like all them other boys fans. Yes, I remember all too well. Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Xavier Worthy on the Refractor, Randy Moss, Ben Sinnott, and Graham Botton. He did. He lived. He dipped out on y'all. He did. He's like, I'm gone. I'm gone. I don't care. I gone. Sanders, Irvin, Thomas, Vic, McConkey on the Refractor. Yep, that's absolutely right, Bobblehead. Conductors, Drake May, Tyke Smith, and Troy Faltanu. See you, Drano. I see you. And any teams coming off the board in that next break, I'll do a little roll call at the end of this break. Okoye, Jerry Rice, Jason Kelsey, Tom Brady, Anthony Richardson, Caleb Williams out of 249 on the conductors. Greenish looking little deed there. Bub Means and Patrick Paul. There we go, Josh. We the best. Adrian Peterson, Isaac Bruce and Hines Ward, Will Levis. We got Edgerrin James out of 275 for them Colts. Kurt Warner, Braden Fisk, and Jacob Cowing. You know, the Niners are doing all that without like a legit, like a a true legit wide receiving core. And a backup QB to boot. Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Eric Dickerson on the refractor. I think we might have an auto behind this. Yep. It's a Commander. Mark Rippon out of 25 on the orange. Going to Daniel. Xavier Legette. Anthony Gould and Javon Bullard. Well, I wonder what this RPA could be. We got a Mark Rippon, and we got a DeMarco Murray on the Arc Flash. Ed McCaffrey, Edrin James, Marshall Faulk, Lawrence Taylor, Old Malik out of 175. Eric Dickerson refractor for the Rams. Estime and Ray Davis. Donnie, you think so? I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. Feels like it's going to be a wide receiver or something. Or like Brock Bowers. Something like that. But we're going to find out because I'm going to open the pack right now. Good luck, everybody. Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Joe Montana. Oh, did he now, B-Wax? Eichenberg, Robinson, Ladd McConkey, and it's a wide receiver, I think. Xavier Legette for the Panthers out of 125. Going to TikTok. I thought it might be a wide receiver. Just because we got two, one was a legend quarterback, it was numbered, and there was a running back. I felt like this might be a wide receiver. Joe Boo wants to, B-Wax, Joe Boo likes to play games with you. I can't help it. It's just what he does. But we're not done yet here, folks. No, we're not done yet. Okay? Okay? Let's do this. We're going to do the first off the line. This is the first one I've opened, so let's see what's what. I haven't opened one of these yet. Here we go. Congrats. Congrats, Roush. All right, here we go. Good morning, Blissfully. Good luck, everybody. Again, this is the first one I've opened, so let's just see what's what here. And there's another one of these in the next break. Empty box. And we still got that pretzel box over there too. For a hope and a dream. Ooh, that's a good start. Who had the Giants? Matthews. That is Abdul Carter. 8 out of 11. That's cool. That's nice. Jets are a give you in the next break. Thank you, Mrs. Mrs., I don't know if you can hear me, but the select's supposed to be a blaster as well, if you can hear me. All right. Behind Mr. Carter is a Viking. Ty Felton for the Vikings on the patch out of 149. Zach, I think it might be because there's always two different names. So if you're the Yellow Deli cult, yes. Vikings are J Rips. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. For the Bucks, how about an Egbuka? Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. On the futuristic 24 out of 25. Who got the Bucks? CJ, that's nice. Look at that patch. Yeah, buddy. That's nice. That's cool. I like that. That's about as good as it can get, really. Behind him is a, ooh, Who called this out? Mayberry? How about a Puka patch? And that is, barely see that. 9 out of 50 on the Starlight patch Puka. Uh-oh. Tight end. Tyler Warren out of 199 on the auto for the Colts. Nice. This is a good little box here, isn't it? Going to Kurt. And let's see what the finale is. It's a Jet. Mason Taylor. I think that's a kid reporter. Yep. Mason Taylor on the RPA out of 20 on the Givey team, the Jets. Congrats, Missy. You had to wait for the whole break to see a little treasure, but it was there right at the end. And these are extra chunky here. That was a good little box. Now we're not done yet. We've still got that pretzel box. So you could still get a deed. Congrats, Missy. Let me take care of all these real quick. And are these 55 pointers? That one is. Okay. It's a nice hit for the Giants too. Puka. Egbuka. And of course, Ty Felton was chilling over there too. Okay. Blue collar, I'm fairly certain it is 2 autos per box on average in those. I think we get an extra card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's usually supposed to only be 5 cards. I think. I'll have to look at the box afterwards. They don't put a whole lot on those boxes. But I think it's supposed to be 5 cards. Yeah. It's supposed to be 5 cards, but we ended up with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 cards. But typically it's supposed to be 2 autos on average in these. You never know if points or something show up in there. All right, good luck, everybody. Hopefully this saves someone. Here we go. Is it a slab? It might be a slab. I think it is a slab. There we go. It's in there pretty good, whatever it is. Well, here, we'll just reveal it and then I'll take it out because it's more difficult. Good luck. SGC 2021, Micah Parsons on the flawless patch. That's sick. For the Cowboys. That's why I couldn't get it out. It's a big old thick card. Cowboys. Rookie Showcase 5 out of 20. There's a football on there. There's patches on there. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Cowboys are the PCH VP. Flawless 2021. The guy that's going to be the Lions' nightmare forever and ever. Hey, it's part of the game, Mayberry. You know it's part of the game. You know it's part of the game. All right, let's do a recap of all this greatness here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. There is another break pinned at the bottom. But we got a recap to do. There's also if breaking's not your thing, if you like mini helmets or whatever, Ben Martinez, good morning. Good to see you, bro. There is a mini helmet divvy in there as well. There was 2 spots off when I started, but absolutely, Kill Switch. We try to do our best. We got a good crew here. Lad McConkey, Ed McCaffrey, Marvin Harrison Jr., DeMarco Murray auto. Will Reichert, Marshawn Lloyd, Mr. Rippin out of 25. 21 out of 25 for the Commanders. Bucky Irving, Jaquan Jackson, Xavier Worthy, TJ Watt, Joe Burrow. Xavier Worthy, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Emmitt Smith. Drew Brees is out of 99. Edgerrin James for the Colts. Caleb Williams was out of 249. Ty Felton patch out of 149 for the Vikings. Mason Taylor RPA 20, last on print, 20 out of 20 on the Gibby. Abdul Carter on, I don't know what this is called. I think this is a first off the line exclusive, but it looks like fireworks to me. And that is 8 out of 11. Tyler Warren is out of 199 auto for the Colts. Xavier Legette out of 125 RPA. Puka Nacua patch out of 50 on the Starlight. And Egbuka 24 out of 25 patch, and that's about as sick as a patch gets. I've seen some others, but that's pretty good. And it's out of black, so hey Tiffany, good morning. And this was in the pretzel box. Micah Parsons flawless rookie patch out of 20. 5 out of 20. That ain't bad. No, that ain't bad. Now let me get all this wrangled in here. The next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. And we'll get that up there momentarily. Got it. Okay. So which way do we want to go here? Now, obviously, hobbies are going to be last. So you guys just go over here. Blasters are going to be first, and then we'll do Phoenix, and we'll do the Origins close to last, and put this back here. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's do Prism first. That's what I say. Empty box. Gardick, Franklin, Jerzon, and a Flournoy for the Cowboys Cup. Friday's here, folks. Friday's here. Deshaun Watson, Bradley Chubb, Dexter Jackson, and a Trey Hendrickson for the Cincinnati Bengals. Andrews, Mahomes, Bo Nix on the base, and the left-handed bandit himself, Mark Brunell, Kid Reporter. Let's get something on the stand there. Doc G. Tell me something good, Doc G. How are you? Good to see you on Friday. And one of these days when you guys are jumping up and down to Metallica, the whole stadium's just going to fall down. Yep. But good morning. Cornelius Bennett, Jahan Dotson, James Conner on the silver, and Bo Nix. Y'all are going to be jumping up and down to Enter Sandman, and then it's going to be all your faults. It's not going to be anybody else's fault but your own. Select is up. Jay Mitten, man, what's going on? Good to see you. Doc, tell me something good. I hope you had a good week. I know you've got quite the schedule. Oh, okay, Brandon. Empty box. Folks, we've got the break that's pinned at the bottom is similar to this. It's the one we ran first this morning. Little bit less expensive than this one, but I wanted to go over what the pretzel box is. That's a repack. The floor is 50, the ceiling is 400. That's what's in that. And then we're going to run the baseball break we've been running after that one fills. Brian Thomas Jr., Cam Little. Look at that gent. The savior of a town, Jared Goff. And another Bo Nix. Bo Nix is showing up this morning. I like him too, Steven. Oh, nice, Doc. We take that. Gibson. Jalen Carter. Alad McConkey will take. And what? 2 Jared Goffs in one box? We can't open any more packs. Something's gone wrong. Selects lost their mind. The chef, I don't know. He was chilling in the cut the other day. Oh, there he is. Curtis Samuel. Tiffany. Michael Penix Jr. on the base rookie. A die-cut Daniel Carlson for the Raiders and a Jay Jetta. Brandon, they might. Brock Purdy. Antonio Gibson. Out of 25 on the tie-dye? That's, you don't see out of a blaster very much. And he's actually been playing very well for them. Antonio Gibson for the Pats on the tie-dye. Cardmaster Splinter. 15 out of 25. You really don't see those out of blasters all that much. Montez Sweat and Justin Herbert. Stephon Diggs. Dexter Lawrence, Will Anderson Jr., and Michael Penix for the Falcons. Well, how about that? It does, Steven. It does. Yeah, next break pin at the bottom. It's got a repack in it. Resurgence 24 Hobby, Select 24 Mega, Phoenix International Mega, and then one of those black first off the lines. That's what's in it. Oh, he is Mayberry. Oh, yes, he is. Mike Sandstrel, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff on the turbocharged, and Raheem Mostert. I don't know if I've seen Jared Goff that many times in one blaster. I can't say that I have. I'm okay with it. I just don't know if I've ever seen it before. Oh, no, he didn't. I do what I want. I do what I want. Six empty box. Hey, Cam. Good morning. Good Friday morning, everybody. Win the Jets in the next break. Thank you, Mrs. Evan Ingram. Bobby Okereke. Jalen Hurts. Christian Watson. Tyler Lockett. Logan Wilson. Wow, that's weird. This is starting out like the last one did. Caleb Williams on the base rookie. That's odd. Win them Jets, win them Jets. DK Metcalf. Anthony Richardson. Isaiah Pacheco and Christian Kirk. Quincy Williams. Hufanga. And Rasul Douglas out of 180. Okay. 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 Bosa, Debo, Kirk Cousins, Montez Sweat, Stephon Diggs, Dallas Turner for the Vikings, and that is out of 80, and Jalen Warren for the Steelers out of 8. Look at the Steelers doing a little bit of work, Clips. Clips, Clips has cracked the code in some capacity. Clips knows what's up, and he doesn't tell anybody about it. Ed Oliver, B. John, Jahmyr Gibbs, Justin Simmons, Zach Moss, and Nico Collins, and a Terrian Arnold for the Lions out of 180. What's up, Terrian? Can you get a pick, please? DJ Moore, Amon Ra, Harrison Butker, Chris Olave, Trayvon Walker, Micah Parsons, and a Jade Jetta for the Vikings out of 88. There you go, Vikings. Not bad. Going to Ben Bodie. He does, Steven. Yes, it's true, it's true. And then when he gets caught, he gets hurt. Joe Mixon, DeAndre Hopkins, Khalil Mack, Ramondre Stevenson, Ty J. Spears, Ben Sinnott on the rookie rising, and an Alex Singleton out of 180. All right, Origins International Blaster time. We still got two hobbies to my left over here. Empty box. And a little bit, just a smidgen easier break pinned at the bottom of your screen to get into. It still has a black first off the line in it, though. ETN. Tez Johnson. Ooh, little like Buka on the variation. I like that. Kyle Williams out of 249 for the Pats. Drew Brees and Christian McCaffrey. Good little start to the blaster there. Tell him the chef. Steven, they're not ideal. They're more than they should be. I haven't looked at the price of those in a while, though, but more than they should be. Quinn Ewers, Elik Ayamanor, Tyler Warren, Omarion Hampton on the startups, Justin Jefferson, and Quinyon Mitchell. Well, Milbrath, since I've been doing it for 3 years, I think that answer is wholeheartedly no. It's a lot more fun when new stuff comes out, though. Travion Henderson, RJ Harvey, Jordan Love on the original gridiron, Jalen Polk, Jamar Chase, Trey Benson, and a kid reporter. I'm just saying, you know. Trey Harris, Cam Ward, Ashton Genty on the startups, Breece Hall, Ladd McConkey, and Austin Eckler. It's actually been a pretty good blaster. I think we have one more numbered card in play, too. There's a Cam. Oh, Kim, I don't know. There's been more. Actually, it's more my cuticles that's been taking the brunt of it than anything. Because you go in and you open the boxes. Like if you do a 20 blaster case, it gets to them. Graham Mertz, Malachi Starks, Myles Garrett, Jared Goff, and Alvin Kamara with a Tyrone Tracy. Okay. Should be a numbered card in this one, I think. I think. Donovan. Jackson Dart. Terrence Ferguson. And for the Bears out of 99, Luther Burden the third. Take that. Honey Badger and DK Metcalf. We're nowhere near done yet, folks. We got 2 hobbies left here. And the first box of black we opened this morning was spectacular. Very good box. I hope that continues. I hope that carries on. But first, we've got Topps Chrome to open. Well, don't move ahead of you. Mayberry, don't jump ahead of the, there's still a Topps Chrome here, dog. I've never gotten one of those, Kimberly. Maybe I'll go get one and I'll post a video. Empty box. Spectacular team still left in that break at the bottom, folks. What's going on out there? Huh? John Elway. Mike Quick. Bob Lilly. Ron Dane. Justin Tuck is on the refractor. Tim Brown on the all-etch. Tavondre and Carter Bradley. To start out the Topps hobby. Chris Spielman, something chilling there. Okay. Chris Spielman. Charlie Batch. Terrell Owens. Tim Tebow out of 199 for the Broncos. Michael Hall Jr. for the Brownies. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jace McClellan, and Darius Robinson. Good old Tim Tebow showing up. Who knew? Who knew? Isn't it crazy, Mayberry? It's wild. Dave Robinson. Jerry Rice. Sebastian Janikowski. Brett Favre. Edgerrin James for the Colts on the refractor. Charles Woodson. Faltanu. And Will Shipley. Oh, something's chilling. He's pretty good. Woodson. Manningham. Josh Cribbs. Dave Robinson on the refractor. Barry Sanders, Legends of the Gridiron. Charles Woodson, all etch refractor. J.C. Latham and Rook. Rook. It's Rook. We got Joe Thomas. Steve Grogan. About 5 minutes left in the Jets Gibby, folks. Ben Coates. Our first auto is Troy Franklin on the Future Stars. These are nice. For the Broncos, that is Cam Dog. This guy's been getting a lot of targets. Actually looking pretty good, you guys. This guy's looking pretty good. I like these Future Stars. I like the all-etch ones too, but I like these Future Stars. Troy Franklin. Marvin Harrison Jr. refractor. Mayberry, you be careful out there. Jaden Daniels on the Future Stars. Graham Barton and Fuaga. Boomer Esiason. Stop the break for Mayberry's comment. James White, Jim McMahon, Paul Krause, Kurt Warner, Drew Pearson on the refractor, Marshawn Lloyd, and Latu. Everybody knows that's not true. Willie Gall. Teddy Bruschi, Marshall Falk. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Mike Singletary. Keenan McCardell for the Jags out of 150. CJ Stroud. Jerzon Newton and Adisa Isaac. Anytime anybody out there, whether it's Mayberry or a Cowboys fan or whoever it may be, I just need you to think, all you have to do is think about one thing. If you took Emmitt Smith and put him on the Detroit Lions, and you took Barry Sanders and put him on the Dallas Cowboys, I don't even know if Emmitt Smith would be a top 50 running back in NFL history. Maybe, but doubtful. Thurman Thomas, Zach Thomas, Tom Brady, Jerry Rice on the refractor, Edrin Cooper, Malik Neighbors for the G-Men, Trey Benson, and Brock Bowers. No, Mayberry, that's good. Hey, you know, I only got about 5 players I like in NFL history on the Lions. Ray Lewis, Eric Dickerson, it's probably more than that. Ozzie Newsome, Irving Fryer, we got something numbered here. For the New England Patriots, out of 25, Jalen Polk was the other auto. Orange out of 25. Caleb Williams refractor's not bad for the Bears. Brendan Rice and TJ Tampa. So it was Troy Franklin and it was Jalen Polk. That's kind of why. What's up, Toro? That's kind of why I lean. Topps Chrome can provide the better cards, but Resurgence consistently does. Oh man, Nick. I don't know. He was pretty good though, I'll say that. Eddie George, Joe Theismann, Ken Norton Jr., Darius Robinson on the negative, Brian Dawkins, Malik Neighbors, and Blake Corum. Tim Riggins was better. Nick, I don't know. I'd have to sit there and you know, I'd have to come up with 25 other players. Like, you're talking, I mean, he's on there somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Is he ahead of Mike Allstott? I'm not so sure. Jamal Charles, D'Angelo Hall, Tim Brown, John Hanna on the refractor, Keon Coleman on the refractor, Caleb Williams Finesse, Dallas Turner, and Cade Stover. Yeah, but he had like 72 speed in Madden terms. Maybe 78. Mel Renfro, Fred Biletnikoff, Bill Bates, Keyshawn Johnson, a nice Brian Dawkins out of 75. 42 out of 75 for the Eagles. Torrey Holt, Luke McCaffrey, and Abrams Drain. No, LaDainian Tomlinson's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. All right, folks, we're not done yet. It's time to get into that first off the line. And there are one of those in the break pinned at the bottom of your screen. And if you feel like ripping, I mean, I think you've got your pick of the litter in that right now. Just being honest. That's what I'm seeing. All right, good luck, good luck, good luck. This is the second one of these I've done. Empty box. Don't feel bad, you guys. I was once you. I never won one. Never. Not one. Not a singular one. Ooh. Well, it's not a bad start. 11 out of 12, Michael Penix. That's nice. That's nice. It looks like it's in good shape, too. Who got the Falcons? Lloyd. That's not bad. Behind Mr. Michael Penix is Jalen Noel on the RPA. 2 out of 20 for the Texans. And that is Mayberry on his anniversary. 47 years and running. For the Bears on the Nike swoosh. 3 out of 25. Luther Burden, the third. We take those two. Going to Prestige. Oh, no way. Wow. For the Rams, 11 out of 50. Sorry, it's a big deal. He's my boy, or he's my former boy. Who got the Rams? Ben. How about a Super Bowl champion Matt Stafford auto out of 50? That's my boy right there. That's my boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Out of 20. RPA Will Howard with the NFL Players patch. 6 out of 20. They put 2 in this one. Wow. That's pretty nasty. That was a good box. Both boxes were very good. Very, very good. Who got the Steelers this time? Clips. Clips had you a break, bro. Mayberry, the Browns didn't treat you none too good. They didn't. They didn't treat you none too good. Stafford. That's sick. And I've opened black in the past. These seem to be pretty good quality. I don't know if they're because they're first off the line or what. Of course, I've only opened 2 boxes. There was no repack in this break, Mayberry. It is in the next one, though. That was a good box. Good box. All right. Let's do this. And we're going to do a recap of all this real quick. Appreciate you all hanging out with me this morning. The next football break is pinned at the bottom. I see you, Mayberry. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to do that football break that's pinned at the bottom, you guys, and then we're going to do that baseball break like I said we would. It was still early enough that we could actually get another football break in, so we're going to do that. And then I'll put that 6 hobby baseball break up there whenever this football break does fill. Plenty of teams left on the board on it, though. I can see that. All right. Recap. Cam Ward. Tim Tebow was out of 199. Ashton Genty, Terrion Arnold, Dallas Turner, Tyler Warren, Omarion Hampton, and Kyle Williams. Justin Jefferson was out of 88. Jackson Dart, Caleb Williams, Travion Henderson, and Quinn Ewers. Antonio Gibson, tie-dye, out of 25 for the Pats, and he's actually been playing good for them. Ladd McConkey, Bo Nix. Luther Burden, the third out of 99, Jordan Love. Jalen Warren was out of 8. Russell Douglas, Michael Penix Jr., Roman Wilson on the variation. Caleb Williams, Jerry Rice. Brian Dawkins out of 75, Marvin Harrison Jr., Troy Franklin on the auto, Keon Coleman, Keenan McCardell out of 150, Charles Woodson, Darius Robinson, and Jalen Polk. Egbuka on the variation. Luther Burden out of 25 for the Bears. Jalen Noel RPA out of 20 for the Texans. Will Howard on the RPA out of 20 for the Steelers. And Matthew Stafford out of 50, 11 out of 50 for the Rams auto. And a Michael Penix 11 out of 12 for the Falcons. Just a good-looking card. Just a good-looking card, I say. All right. Got him. And again, the next break, let me get it put back there for you. And that looks good. And that looks good. One last thing here, folks, and then we'll get to ripping. Baseball is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Appreciate everybody who had the patience for that. It's a good break, folks. It's a good break. Holla at it. All right. Well, now. A little football ripping, somebody told me once. Told me twice. Doc G, you ready? Hey, Doc G, are you ready? Doc G. Hey, Doc G. Oh, Doc G, are you ready? All right, we're going to do these last. This one's going to be last, okay? This is second to last, but I'm going to do that last. Iman, good luck. Appreciate you hopping in. We're going to start with the Select Mega, okay? We're going to start with the Select Mega. The baseball break is pinned at the bottom. It's there. I know more than one of y'all was looking for that. I think so. I believe so. It's pinned at the bottom of your screen. And does that look? That looks good. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's just see what this one has in store. Let's get it, Kim. Let's see what we can find. Are there any treasures in here? Empty box. We've got DeMarcus. Oh, hang on. Got to take the overlay off. My bad. DeMarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys. Amari Cooper. Curtis Samuel for the Bills. C.J. Stroud for the Texans. Is that numbered? No, tip is, though. Joe Burrow, a numbered Tip Ryman for the Cardinals out of $5.99, and Jalen Waddle. So one numbered Tip Ryman equals two Theos, just so you know. It equals two Theos. Oh, come on, Doc. I tried. Jahan Dotson. Will Reichert. A nice Michael Penix for the Falcons. We'll take that. Iman. Jaden Daniels, we also take around these parts, going to, I know that's not your main name, but your backup name, I don't know if I should say it on here. Justin Jefferson, Drake May on the base, and Aaron Rodgers. That was a good pack. Ooh, the Rays is a givey in the baseball break. I know, maybe they're not here right now. I hope people aren't missing out on their teams, because I know there's more than just a couple of people interested in that baseball break. Yes, I does. We've got Kyle Hamilton, Lambjack, Harrison Smith, Mr. Olave on the die cut for the Saints, going to DeChef, Nakobe Dean, Xavier Legate. And look at this. He's doing the heel click. Look at him. See him? And Mike Allstott. Mr. Olave. Seattle and Detroit. Do we play? We might. Patrick O. Tillman, Fields, Brock Purday, Justin Tucker, Xavier Worthy, Keely Ringo, and Corey Trice. Win the Rays. Givey in your upper left-hand corner. There's about 12 minutes left in that Givey. There's absolutely no reason not to get in that. Brock Bowers on the base. Rashad White, Hafunga, Stephon Diggs, a BTJ for the Jags. Well, how about that? We'll take that, BF. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trayvon Walker. Baseball pin at the bottom. Rays Givey in your upper left-hand corner. We got Bucky Irving for the Bucks. Ivan Pace Jr. Brian Urlacher on the die cut going to Josh. I know he'll take a little Brian Urlacher action. Dexter Lawrence, Xavier Worthy, Herbie, and Emmett Smith going to Doc G. That counts as a Theo too. Sorry. I made an executive decision. There's nothing you can do about it, Doc. All right, let's take care of Mr. Urlacher here. It had some good base rookies in it too. Phoenix International Mega. Doc, that came through in some kind of ancient dialect. I can't read whatever that was. But that counts as a Theo. I know you tried to respond to it, but hieroglyphics came through as your response. We got all our packs, empty box. Baker Mayfield, Darius Slayton and Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Trevor Lawrence, Mike Evans, and a Braden Fisk was our base rookie. That's weird that these have all started that way. Every pack left should have a numbered card in it. Hopefully maybe a gold. Amari Cooper, Gus Edwards, Chris Jones, Joseph Burrow, Russell Wilson, Honey Badger, and a Herbie for the Chargers out of 40. Yeah! What's up, the chef? Welcome back. Dog. About the Chargers. Cardmaster Splinter. We take those, bro. The chef, I feel like you hit something already. Yeah, you hit a little Chris Olave die cut, so it's a good start. Baseball break is pinned at the bottom, and the Rays are a Givey in your upper left-hand corner. It's got about 9 minutes left on that. David Montgomery, Keenan Allen. Drake London. Mark Andrews, Rashad White. Jonathan Brooks on the contours. It is not numbered. And a Christian McCaffrey for the Niners we shall take out of 180. He's reviving his career a little bit this year. And Panthers still have a plan for this guy. I just don't know when that's going to come to fruition because he keeps getting hurt. He hasn't had a chance yet. Jalen Waddell, Danielle Hunter, Justin Herbert, Devontae Smith, Terry McLaurin, Myles Garrett, and Derek Stingley Jr. for the Texans out of 88. 2 packs left. Can we get a gold, please? Just let it be a gold Theo. That'll count as 2, right? Alex Singleton. George Pickens, Chavarius Ward, Jesse Bates III, Trey Hendrickson, Zaire Franklin, and a Maxwell Crosby for the Raiders. Well, it's not looking good for Theo right now. It's really not. We might not see a Theo in this break. Devontae Adams, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brock Purdy, Patty Mahomes, Trey Tucker, Ricky Pearsall. This is not a numbered, but we'll take it. And Dak Prescott, 8 out of 8 for the Cowboys. Hey, I picked you a good team. 8 out of 8. Dak Prescott. Oh, are you? Josh P. Okay. Okay. I know somebody that's got all the Theos you would ever want, Josh. All right, that's the end of the well, that wasn't even retail, but it's hobby time. All right. Theo Johnson. Okay, Iman, just to know a little bit, okay. Theo Johnson tends to show up in my breaks. He's a rookie for the Giants in 2024. He's at tight end. He tends to show up in my breaks a lot. A lot. That's the running gag, okay? That's the running gag. Let's see here. Wow, there's our RPA. All right. And then don't forget, we've still got the black over there. And then the repack. Aries, you can't just stumble in here at 11:49 Central Time and talk your trash, lady. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hanson, there ain't no way the Braves are still there. He might be, Doc G. I see you, Chris. Michael Irvin, Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Christian Okoye, Drew Bledsoe, there's a Pat. Malik Neighbors out of 75 on the color match circuit breakers. Malik Neighbors and Cooper DeJean. Poor Malik. He'll be back. He'll be back. Not this year he won't, but he'll be back. I know, Aries. I'm just trying to give you a hard time. Did it work? Did I win? Did Primo win? Is he a winner? Oh, this pack doesn't want to open. Jerry Rice. Jason Kelsey. Tom Brady. Adrian Peterson. Oh, this might be an auto. Don't you tell me no fibs. It is not. 275, Tyke Smith for the Bucks. Roman Wilson. Bucky Irving. Having a great season, you guys. And Jaden Daniels. Bucky Irving completely looks legit. Not that he didn't last year. He absolutely looks legit. Wholeheartedly looks legit. About 4 minutes left in the Givey for the Rays in the baseball break, and the baseball break itself is pinned at the bottom of your screen. 6 hobby boxes, 13 autos in that break. Oh, B-Man, that's not cool. Isaac Bruce. How is he hurt? I saw him catch, like, he had a great game last game, and he didn't go out of the game. Hines Ward, Will Levis, Doug Flutie. Oh, there's a redemption. It's stuck to Doug Flutie. Good luck, everybody. This could be good. Brock Bowers, Colson, Spencer Rattler Conductors, and we've got a redemption. Topps Online redemption card. It must be good. It won't let me talk. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Resurgence rookie signature of, drumroll, Cooper DeJean for the Eagles, and that's going to Alex Walker. How about a little Coop DeJean action? Take those. He was playing with the hurt ankle, Sam? Okay. Because I never saw him come out. That's why I'm wondering. I guess he had enough to make it through the game and then not so much. Richard Dent, Herman Moore, John Randall, Darrell Revis, James Harrison, Trey Benson out of 275 for the Cardinals, Cardi and Powers Johnson, Because he had a bunch of receiving yards and stuff too, Sam. Like, he had a good game. Well, hopefully he gets well soon. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on the Givey. Upper left-hand corner. Kuechly, Peyton, Carter, Johnson, Ray Davis on the refractor for the Bills. Ray Davis circuit breakers. Suamatia and Lassiter. Terrell, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, John Rigo on the refractor for the Commanders. Thurman Thomas auto for the Bills. That's nice, Ellie. It's not numbered, but we take it. He's got a good auto, too. Thurman Thomas. B-Wax, what are you doing out there? You're not supposed to just be chilling in the cut. That's what you get. Will Levis, Leah Fowl, and Cole Bishop. Nice hit, Ellie. No way. You just showed up, B-Wax, and then Thurman Thomas showed up? Singletary, Aikman, Watt, Dan Marino, Eichenberg, Brett Favre, conductor's refractor for the Vikings, Edrin Cooper, and Jermaine Burton. We still got an RPA in this. So Thurman Thomas and a Cooper DeJean, neither of which that are numbered. What does that entail? So a corner and a legend running back. I like our chances, you guys. This might be a QB RPA. Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins and Frank Gore, Bob Greasy, Sterling Sharp for the Pack, Jason Witten, Xavier Legette, and Devontae Walker. Are they? Even if when it doesn't say it, Doc? I get what, like out of $2.99 or something? Jamal Charles. Congrats on the Givey win. Thanks, Aries. Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Isaac Bruce out of $3.99, Blake Corum, Latu and Rice, and it looked exactly like that, Doc. It said rookie resurgent signature of, or did it say red redemption? Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Hines Ward out of 75, 74 out of 75, Marshawn Lloyd refractor, Rook, and Eric All Jr. Ellie. Legend showing up for you. Real Nate, I'm going to assume he did, but I don't know that for sure. Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Darius Robinson, Marshawn Lloyd, Jared Wiley, and Joe Alt. All right, here we go. I think we got a good chance of this being a QB. Let's just hope it's not Michael Pratt. Edrin James, Marshall Falk, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome Bettis pulling from the back, Cade Stover, Amarius Mims, Daryl Revis. Looks like it's numbered. That's a Dolphin. Malik Washington, orange out of 25. I was off. I was wrong. For the Dolphins, going to Big Man. 5 out of 25 color match for the Dolphins. And now that, I hate to say this, but now that Tyreek is injured, this might matter a little bit more than it did. This might matter a little bit more. And does anybody know what university he went to, by chance? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? It is 5 out of 25. That's right, K13. That's right. Right here. This place. Right here. That one. This one. No, beer toe. Stop it. I reject that message. Get it out of here. All right, we're not done yet. We still got the 25 first off the line and a repack. So all is not lost. All right, good luck. It's my third one of these. He did. He went to the Virginia Culinary School of Champions, Iman. Empty box. Wow, this is the thinnest pack I've seen. Redemption, maybe? Come on, McMuffin. It's a Ram on front. Davante Adams, who's reviving his career right now in L.A., or has been. 7 out of 12 for the Rams. That is Corey. Michael Penix Jr. on the patch out of 25. That's the second sickest patch I've seen this morning. On the futuristic. That is 16 out of 25, and that is going to Iman. Iman, you picked the right break to land in, bro. You're doing all right. Got you a rookie, and now you got you a patch out of 25. What the? Oh, no. First one of these I've seen. Dual patch, Quinn Ewers and Matthew Golden. Now, the way we do this here, you guys, let me see who's got what. Big man. Here, let me make a little note. This goes to the more expensive team, so this is going to go to go to DG. But I'm going to make a little note beside your name and see if we can accommodate you in some way, big man. And that's just how we do it here. It goes to the more expensive team. Nice card, though. Vikings. Ty Felton on the auto. Ooh, out of 25. Look at that. That's a nice looking card. I don't know much about Ty Felton, but I know the card looks good. Check that out. Corners look good, all that. Going with your bad self, Black. Trying to go out with a bang, aren't they? Oh, and then our first brown of the day. I've been wondering. Going to Clips. 3 out of 20. Mason Graham RPA for the Brownies. How about that? I said, how about that? How about that? Now, we're not done yet completely. We've still got the repack. Also, there's a baseball break pin at the bottom of your screen if that's any interest you might have in that. It's there. Ty Felton out of 25 on the auto. Nice dual patch here. Lisa, we got one last chance here. There could be a bingo in there. It can happen. I think this one's a little bit, hang on, let me try this one. These out of 25s are just a little bit, there we go. Doc, it better not be. Doc, it better not be. Because it would have to be the craziest Theo ever. All right, here we go. They better not be, Bobby. All right. Good luck. It's a Cardinal. It's 2019. It's a Kyler Murray rookie out of 99 auto. Wow. Hey, wasted. Wow. So there's good stuff in these, folks. That's what I'm saying. There's good stuff in these. That's a we take those. And maybe I need to do this real quick. Oh no, here we go. Life size. Gotcha. All right, let's do a quick recap of this, and then I'll see what's going on in that baseball. Anybody that didn't do all that well, I'm sorry. What I can tell you is you won't walk away with nothing around here. You'll get there'll be something in there. It won't just be like an empty package. Here's your patch, bro. I'm gonna do a recap, but here's your patch right here. If you want to take a screenshot of that, and then you can catch it on the rebound too when I'm doing the recap. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Baseball is my last break of the morning. It is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and I'll have to see what's what in that here momentarily. 6 hobbies are in that break, and we've done it more than once now. It's a legit break. That much I do know. All right. Dak Prescott out of 8. 8 out of 8 last on print. Herbie was out of 40. Jaden Daniels. Tip Ryman was out of 599. Brock Purdy. Xavier Legette. Christian McCaffrey. Chris Olave. Michael Penix. CJ Stroud. Tyke Smith. Jonathan Brooks and Brian Urlacher. BTJ. Malik Neighbors. Ricky Parasol. Max Crosby. Derek Stingley Jr., Brett Favre for the Vikings, Isaac Bruce, Trey Benson, Hines Ward, Ray Davis, Thurman Thomas on the auto for the Bills. Devontae Adams was out of 12 for the Rams. Cooper DeJean on the redemption. Ty Felton out of 25 for the Vikings. Just a cool looking card in general. Mason Graham RPA 3 out of 20 for the Browns. Dusk to Dawn, Quinn Ewers, and Matthew Golden. That will go to the Packers. They're the more expensive team. Michael Penix Jr. out of 25 for the Falcons on the patch. Very nice patch. And Malik Neighbors RPA 5 out of 25 orange color match for the Dolphins, University of Virginia. Let me do one more thing here. On the Nationals. All right, it's rip time, folks. Appreciate you. Let me print this out real quick because I'm going to need this for my records. And then we'll get to ripping. All right, I got it. We're good to go, folks. Good luck, everybody. Ripping time is imminent. Let me take that down, put that up. That is our break. Last break of the morning for me. I will be back tomorrow morning. Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. Good luck, everybody. Let's just see what we can do. I'm going to need this, though. We're going to do it the same way we've been doing it, though. Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, Prism. Those will be the first three we do. And then we're going to end with Tier 1. So Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, and Tier 1. That's how we'll end. Good luck. Okay. Where's my... There it is. Topps Chrome first. Nav. Sorry, bro, I can't. But maybe one day, you know. And I hope you've had a good day. And be responsible, Nav. You be responsible now. It's Friday. You heard what I said. Let me do this real quick for you guys because it doesn't need to be there. Perfect. Good luck. And I'm with Ray. Good luck, everybody. All right, Garcia, Mason Miller, Zach Neto for the Angels, and Blake Snell. Old Blake Snell had his way with the Reds. Leo Jimenez, Dylan Dingler for the Tigers. There you go, bro. Adley Rushman and Carlos Correa. There you go, bro. There's you a start. There's your boy. Jackson Job. Salvi Perez out of 50 on the gold. We'll take that. Royals. Yes, we will. C&M. Brooks Lee for the Twins and Francisco Alvarez. Old Salvi. Didn't he hold the record for catchers with home runs until this year? Cedric Mullins. O'Neal Cruz. Grant Holmes for the Braves on the refractor, and Trea Turner. Kenny Powers. Brooks Lee. Hunter Fiducia, Kobe Mayer for the Orioles, and Kiner. It is. It can be. Zebby Matthews, Adrian Del Castillo, Bryce Terang, and Spencer Strider. Verlander, Griffin Conine, Alcantara, and Marte. There you go, Cubs. There you go, Marlins. Old Jeff Conine's boy. You know he's going to be around for a while. Ain't no doubt about it. Nico Horner. Francisco Alvarez out of 99 for the Mets. Yep, we'll take that, HSN. Ronald Acuna Jr. and JJ Bleday. It's been a good Topps hobby so far. Sasaki, Birdsong, Alcantara on the refractor, and Duran. How about that? Very good up to this point. Ian Happ. Darren Baker for the Nationals on the rookie auto. Jarren Duran for the Red Sox, and Talion. It's Salvi, C&M. Salvi. we do. Ryan Jeffers, Christian Walker, Evan Carter, and Yu Darvish. Mayberry, who'd you get in the... Oh, that's right. That's right. Orvelis Martinez, JT Realmoto, Josh Bell, and George Kirby. Corbin Carroll, Luis De Los Santos, James Woods on the power players, and J.P. Crawford. There you go, Nationals. A little something, something extra after that auto. Shunk, Langoliers, Misner for the Rays, and Josh Jung. Well, he's giving us all kinds of good refractor rookies here. It is K13. It absolutely is. Jimenez, Aldeguerri, Jose Ramirez, and Jake DeGrom. Drew Romo, Nolan Jones, Brandon Lowe, and Imanga. Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Steer for the Reds, Adolis Garcia, and Gavin Sheets. Darren Baker, Sagasy, Wyatt Langford, and Doyle. Juan Soto, Garrett Cole, Cade Povich, son of Murray, and Blanco. I'm looking for the first team Magic. Nice. Chaparro, Amador, Jordan Alvarez, and Bobby Witt Jr. And that's just one of the 6. Bowman Chrome is next. And then we'll do the Prism. This one doesn't want to let us in. There we go. Empty box. All right, we start out with the Shohei. Charlie Condon on the meteoric rise for the Rockies. Shotaro Mori for the A's on the Bowman first auto. Ronel Rodriguez for the Cardinals on the Bowman first. Okay. And Nate George out of 150 for the Orioles. Let's go ahead and take care of that Shotaro. There you go, A's. Nate George for the Orioles. The rest of them are just numbered. I'm going to go ahead and take care of all these autos real quick. And Rodriguez. Bigapay. Cody Bellinger for the Yankees out of 499. Another Cody Bellinger out of 50 for the Yankees. Hi. Nick Kurtz out of 250 for the A's. Kevin Alvarez for the Astros and Logan Henderson for the Brewers. That was a good box. That was a good box. Couple of deeds, and they sat and they sat and they sat. You tell them, Bobby. You tell them, Bobby. That was a good box. Excellent box. Should have known when it started with the Shohei Ohtani base card. It's like, oh, hey, by the way, get ready. That won't bad. And the Rockies got a little D too. All right. Into Prism we go. I said Prism. Definitely. No doubt about it. You were paid with the Shotaro before, and then the other one showed up. And we got, this is one hobby. There's 3 more over there. All right. A lot of base in this. K-line. Roger Clements for the Blue Jays out of 199. Alex Gordon on the refractor. Chase Dollander, Seaver King, Gibson, and Waldrop. 200? Nice. Oh, we got a little something there. I see it. Harmon Killebrew. Ricky Tideman out of 99. Bryce Rayner on the red wave. Luis Angel Acuna, Rosario, Wells, and Paez. Supposed to be 3 autos, and they have been every time up to this point. There have been anyways. Here we go. Deion Sanders for the Braves out of 499. There you go, Hanson. Austin Wells on the refractor. Miguel Cabrera, Dingers, Tibbs, Cashal, and Baez. And just so happen if any nil players show up, they will go to the Dodgers. Any college players will go to the Dodgers because they were the most expensive team. Exactly who you would want it to be. Behind Mr. Burke is Noble Meyer for Miami out of 299. Colt Keith for the Tigers, not numbered, but we'll take it. Another Nick Kurtz. Anthony Peavy and Ashcraft. Little Colt Keith action. Hey, you got Charlie Condon chilling over there, Chris, you know? Connor Norby for Miami, and that's numbered to 149. Brandon Sproat, Rocker, Syngenta, Acuna, and Lee. Who took the red? BF, that's right. Ain't been no reds yet, bro. Hey, it's Johnny Bench. Bryce Eldridge for the Giants, and that is out of 199, and that is going to Mayberry. Braden Taylor is out of 499. Hagen Smith for Chicago on the red wave. Bryce Eldridge, Kerstad, Pettit, and rushing. Little Eldridge action. Have one more auto in this. Jurangelo Syngenta for Seattle out of 199. Johnny Farmello, Hideki Matsui, not numbered. Tony Perez, Taylor, and Vandy Van Slyke. Yes, they did, Jonathan. You never know. All I can say is when you see 6 hobbies up there, the odds are something's in there. I don't know what team it's going to be, but something's in there. It's rare where that doesn't produce something. And we're this is halfway here. We're not even close to done yet. Brendan Taylor for Tampa Bay is out of 149. For Pittsburgh, Thomas Harrington, 7 out of 10. It's a color match. Go. Rhett Lauder, Bryce Rainier, Young, and Davis. There you go. There you go, buckos. And out of 10 real quick, you know. Mr. Taylor. Again, we should have one more auto in this. Arrighetti. Behind Moore is Gil Hodges, and that is out of 499. Paez for Boston, Montgomery for the White Sox, Sandoval, Guillen, and Combs. A little bit. James Triantos. Shinsuke Asagawa for the Nationals out of 199. Walter Yannick for Houston, not numbered. Rayner, Cabrera, Campaneris, and Skeens. Right. Tony Perez, there's a red, out of 499. Kyle Teal, James Wood, Sizemore, Yogi Berra, and Benj. There's a red, brother. And he was part of the big red machine, too. He's legit. And you do get all cards, by the way, folks. You get all cards. Behind Roger, Quiero for the White Sox out of 299. Aiden Miller on the red wave for the Phillies. George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees out of 199. Sterling, Fielder, and Johnson. All right, it's on to Topps Chrome again. We're going back to Topps Chrome. Emptiness. Slabs, that would be awesome. Cortez, Sagasy, Colton Cowser, and Randy Rosarina. Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Zebby Matthews for the Twins. Terang and Siri. There you go, Twins, a little something, something. Garrett Cole. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Who got the Nationals? Chris with the last team Magic. James Wood. That's nasty. I'm going to take care of that immediately. That's nasty. Wow. I hope you're in here, because that's a good hit. No kidding, Jonathan. No kidding. Francisco Lindor and Vladdy Guerrero. Jamie, I don't know. Nationals are. Luis Arias. Amador. Nico Cavadas for the Angels and Nathaniel Lowe. That's an excellent, excellent hit for the Nationals right there. He had a good year, too. Navarez. Eric Wagaman for the Angels. Auto. Jake DeGrom. Wilson Contreras. Chris, that is called... the short print. Shadow Etch? Is it? Are you sure? Yep. Yep. Really? Is that it? So the one that wasn't a rookie paid more yesterday? Oh, well, I guess it depends. Mazur, Roki Sasaki, Dylan Cruz, and Candelario. Well, the Skeens went for more, I thought. And it wasn't in a rookie. Santos, but obviously it depends on who it is, I guess. Jacob Wilson, Merrill, and Albies. I know it depends on the player. I get it. Strom, Langoliers, Burrows, and Harris the second. Martinez, Aldeguerri, Kobe Mayo, and Mr. Anderson. Yeah, you got a couple of numbered Yankees so far, bro. Mets have been a little bit more quiet, but the Yankees have showed up a few times. You haven't gotten any autos or anything yet, though. If none of that's happened. But we still got two hobbies over here. Rooker, Devers, Mookie Betts, and Josh Naylor. Fairbanks, Miller, Bryant, and Bassett. Yes, he does, Jonathan. Yes, he certainly does. Bryce, Verlander, Dylan Cruz, and Skubal. I pulled that out of Finest. I pulled that Skeens All-Star auto. It's like out of 49, and it just was very, very nasty looking. Job, Dylan Dingler out of 150, James Woods, and Renfroe. Well, I guess it all depends, Jonathan. I guess it depends on who wants what, you know. Winker, Cruz, Whitcomb, and Quan. Cook, Fiducia, Jackson, Merrill, and Torres. Lane Thomas, Walker. You have Strimsky and Lubob. Jung, Ian Happ, Volpe, and Mookie Betts. Wacha, Denzenzo, Jackson Holiday, and Contreras. Hang on, James. We got 2 whole packs left. Come on, Red Sox. Show yourself. Kiersey, Donovan, C, Christian Campbell, and Arenado. I talked to Joe Boo, and he said it was okay. One could show up. But that's it. There can't be one in the second pack. Okay? Fernando Tatis Jr., Clawstein, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Max the Hitman Scherzer. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. All right, we got 2 hobbies left. Bowman Chrome, Breaker's Delight, and then we're going to end in Tier 1. Good luck. And then I'll do a recap of all that. He wants a Bowman first, Joe Boo. He's smiling, Jamie. There's one in there. Empty. We've got Kettle, Marte, Adios, Max Clark for the Tigers. For the A's, Aiden Johnson. Look at this gent out of 99. A's eating in this break. They are eating. Dejean Marcaris out of 499 for the Giants. Christian Argilis for the Rockies. Paul Skeens out of 499. Devin Fitzgerald out of 99 for the Rangers. Luis Pena for the Brew Crew out of 250. Jordan Sanchez and Marcelo Mayer refractor for the Red Sox. Not quite as good as that first box we did, but it was okay. He is, Jamie, I forgot to tell you that that's one of his main attributes. My bad. My fault. No, it wasn't. The first one was a little bit, just a smidge better, Jonathan. Just a smidge. Still good, though. And then we're going to end in Tier 1. Let me take care of all these. Joe Boo definitely doesn't have a face. Joe Boo has a face only a mother could love, you know. But he gets it. He's cool with it. He likes his hair. He thinks he's got some of the best hair there is, you know. All right, Tier 1 is here. And then I'll do a recap of everything. Good luck. Moderately thick, I guess. Empty box. We start out with Gunner for the Orioles. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays out of 99. That's nice. Who got the Blue Jays? DJ. There you go, bro. DJ always finds a way to get a little piece. Behind old boy. Oh, yeah. A little Scott Rowland action out of 49. If you know, you know. Going to Journey Peace. And our last card. For the Dodgers. Will Smith out of 149 for the Dodgers. And that's that. And that was that. you're probably not wrong, Mayberry. It's the Fresh Prince. But that's a lot of boxes when you think about it. That's a lot of boxes. That's why, in my opinion, breaks are better. Even when you don't hit. Even when you don't hit. If you've ever done multiple have a good rest of your anniversary, Mayberry. I'll be back on tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. And we'll just go through all these. Doesn't necessarily matter what order they're in, because there's plenty of them. Appreciate you, Mayberry. Thank you, everybody. Going to do a quick recap here. Noah and Kobe will be back on tonight. I will be back on tomorrow morning. And I might mix it up a little bit tomorrow morning. Do something a little different in the morning. We'll just see. Kobe Mayo, Logan Henderson, Cody Bellinger, Cade Povich, Misner, and Rodriguez. Nate George was out of 150. Zebby Matthews, George Lombard Jr. was out of 199. Nick Kurtz out of 250. That's a nice card. That's a nice card. James Woods, Cody Bellinger out of 50 for the Yankees. Alcantara, Darren Baker for the Nationals. Grant Holmes, Dylan Dingler, Francisco Alvarez out of 99. Griffin Conine, Alcantara, Kobe Mayo, Salvi Perez out of 50. Argillis out of auto for the Rockies. Braden Taylor. Roger the Dodger for Toronto. Charlie Condon, Dylan Dingler. Macaris out of 499. Luis Pena, James Woods. Colt Keith on the auto. Tiedemann, Verlander, Cavadas, Ogasawara. Gil Hodges out of 499. Thomas Harrington was out of 10. 7 out of 10 for the Pirates. Singente, Meyer, Yannick for Houston. Brendan Taylor, Bryce Eldridge, San Francisco. Connor Norby, Deion Sanders for Atlanta. Devin Fitzgerald, Paul Skeens, Mayer, and Campbell. Dylan Cruz, Jacob Wilson, Roki, Wagaman, Quiero, Tony Perez, Max Clark, Aiden Johnson, Vladdy Guerrero for the Blue Jays out of 99, Junior, Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles, Scott Rowland out of 49 for the Cardinals, Will Smith for the Dodgers out of 149, and Maury for the Athletics. And that was that. All right, folks. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I'm going to stop YouTube right now.